Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Netra Dev here, talking to you guys from Vilnius, Lithuania. I have been missing you all so much lately because it's been quite a couple of months, I would say, since I posted any videos. But thank you for constantly contacting me with regard to your queries, and I'm glad I could help you all. I'm posting the video because the admissions for Lithuanian universities have already started, so don't wait longer. Please do start your application process as soon as possible so you get your results in hand, the offer letter, at the earliest. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about which life is better, the dorm life or the accommodation, private accommodations that you book in apartments. Because I have had a couple of students coming to me and asking how to apply to these accommodations provided by universities, that are the dormitories, and where and how I can find the accommodation, like the private accommodations like apartments and houses. So in this video I'm going to be telling you the pros and cons, and the choice is yours to choose which one. Okay, so let's go to the video. Okay, so I have made a list of the accommodations, the pros and cons when it comes to dormitories or private accommodations. So I'm gonna start talking about the pros, that the benefits of living in a dormitory. First thing is that dormitories are constructed in a way that it is mostly closer to a university, so the proximity to the university and a dormitory would be hardly like 300-400 meters approximate. So you can just go to university by walk, and as far as I know, a couple of universities have their dormitory very close to them and also within a radius of like 1 to 2 kilometers, so you can still walk. Okay, the next thing is you get an opportunity to meet a lot of people. Such opportunities are like really rare because you get to meet students from different countries, different cultures. It's just similar to your classroom, you get to meet, only thing is that you get to meet people from different faculties, from different study programs, and it's a great place to engage with these students and talk to them and share with them, cook together. Well, I was doing my bachelor's in France and I had a experience of living in dormitory. It was wonderful. I made friends all over, and we used to cook together, like everyone used to prepare their own special dish from their country, and we used to share and eat. It's really fun. So that's a wonderful opportunity. And one thing that students are always bored of is the cleaning, but in dormitories you don't have to do that for the private for the public areas, I would say, like kitchen, like bathrooms in most of the cases, because you will have some cleaning services for the common areas. All you have to do is just clean your room and places next to your room, so that's something which everyone can do. Okay. And the best thing about dormitory, the best one, I would say, this is at the top of my list. That is the amount you pay for the dormitory. Basically, you pay only around 80 to 120 euros maximum. Let's say maximum, it's like 180 euros, because it depends from university to university. Let's say the max amount you would be paying is 180 to 150. I don't know, but it's not more than 200. That's the best deal, for this amount. The dormitory living, the standard of living, it's amazing. So I would say it's very beneficial if you go opt for the student accommodation provided by your universities. And how do you apply for this? In the university webpage, you can find accommodation, a specific page called as accommodation, and there you will have the contact email and the phone number of the person who's in charge for this accommodation. And in some other university website portals, you have to apply for this accommodation while you are applying for your degree program. So in your application, you will have a section called as, do you opt for university dormitory or do you want to live separate? So that is one thingy, you can go for it. If not, you can always contact the person in charge from the admission team or your international relationship officer from your university, and they will definitely provide you the information on who to contact. Okay, so next comes the cons of the cons of university dorms. One thing is the food issue. Maybe you are too lazy, maybe you don't know how to cook, and maybe maybe you're not interested to share your kitchen and cook with other students, so that could be an issue. The second issue I would say is privacy. You don't know if you can have your private place. So most of the university dorms are like shared rooms, so you will have one plus person in your room. So it'll be two of you, and there are also triple rooms. So in that case, it would be three people in one room. So there can be an issue of privacies. But there are university dorms which have accommodations such as single rooms. So in that case, you will have a separate bedroom, probably a bed and a table and a chair and a window, blah blah blah, for yourself, and then you will have to share your bathroom and your kitchen with the rest of the people in the floor. So maximum you will be sharing it with like 7 to 10 people. It depends from dormitory to dormitory, but in my case, I shared it with like 7 to 10 people, the kitchen. I would say there used to be a cleaner who comes and cleans the common areas like kitchen and toilet. But once you finish cooking in the kitchen, it is your duty to clean your place and make it look good for the other students. So basically, you need to maintain cleanliness. So privacy can be an issue, but it depends if your university has a single room. Voila, good for you. Okay, second, the next thing is maybe you can have some conflicts with your roommate. Not everyone can be your good friend. Maybe you have some conflicts. Maybe the roommate is not being very adjustable, not very friendly, so that can be an issue. Well, I didn't have that in my case, but it could be an issue. It depends. So if you are not lucky, then you might get such people. Whoops. Yeah, so these are the pros and cons of dorm living, I would say. The next comes the private accommodations, which is studio apartments, 1 bedroom apartment, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, blah 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 blah, or you can rent a whole house if you want. So the studio apartments here, they cost you from 200 euros. That's basically the same rate of the dormitory, probably plus or minus, not minus that, but plus 30-40 euros. So it starts from 250, and the studios can be up to 600-700, depends on your requirements, depends on how luxurious you want it to be, and depends on the location as well. And the studio apartments can be found on the websites. I have mentioned the website links in the description below, so you can check all these websites, and all you have to do is put the filters, put the criteria on. Let's say if you want studio, if you want 1 BHK, or if luckily you made like 2 to 3 friends and you guys want to live in an apartment, shared apartment, then you can just rent 3 bedroom apartment or 2 bedroom apartment, and you can have your individual rooms, and you can just share the hall and kitchen and the bathroom and the toilets with your friends. That's a really really good deal, I would say. and you can have a luxurious house too. Okay, so speaking about these websites, you can just go there and put in your preferences, and you can find the best accommodation ever in Vilnius. One thing I would say is most of these house owners, they don't speak like English, so I mean 70% of them speak English, but 70% of them don't. I mean 30% of them don't. 30% of them don't. So it's better to communicate with them in Lithuanian. Basically, just go to Google Translate and translate whatever the sentences you have, and talk to them, write to them in Lithuanian. So I have been doing that. So it's it's been a good. It's a good thing that they respond to you very promptly. When I talk in English, I don't get a lot of responses. So I would recommend you guys to do that. And yeah, I hope you find your best accommodation. And if you have some Lithuanian friends, that's the best thing, you know. If you have some Lithuanian friends, please do ask their help. They can probably call this owner, they can probably help you or take you to the house, and you guys can check this house together, and it would be easy. The Lithuanian friends can act as a mediator between you, the foreigner, and the owner, Lithuanian, so there wouldn't be any language barrier. You can ask them to do this. And for example, I'm living in a two-bedroom apartment now, and the apartment is like 60 meters square approximately. So it's like a very, very big apartment, and I would say it's in a pretty good area. For me, the supermarket is very nearby, the doctor is very nearby, the clinics are very nearby. Um, I can just go anywhere, the shopping center, the malls, the food, the restaurants, everything is like in the walking distance. So basically, I am very glad that I found this apartment on orodas.lt, that website, and most of them use this. So I would highly recommend that, and the other websites I have just marked it below. You can check it out. If you have any doubts, and if you want to ask me about something else other than accommodation, please do write me your questions, and I would be happy to make a video. Well, I promise you guys that I'm gonna make quite a lot of videos from now on, so you can expect me to post at least one every 2-3 days. So yes, happy lovely day to all of you, and yeah, see you soon in my next video. Bye, lovelies.